Welcome to another interesting challenge in HackerRank, and the name of this challenge is called Bill Division. So we are going to be solving it very easily. We are going to be writing something in a whiteboard if they are sending it, and we are going to be also using PyCharm to write some code if necessary. But I think we can make it through without going too far. The difficulty level of this question is easy, as you can see right here. So let's see. It says two friends, Anna and Brian, are deciding how to split the bill at a dinner. Each will only pay for the items they consume. Brian gets the check and calculates Anna's portion. You must determine if his calculation is correct. Now it says, for example, assume the bill has the following prices. Bill is equal to 2, 4, 6. Anna declines to eat item K, which is bill 2, which is this item, which costs 6. If Brian calculates the bill correctly, Anna will pay 2 plus 4 over 2, which is 3. If he includes the cost of bill 2, he will calculate 2 plus 4 plus 6 divided by 2, which is 6. In this case, he should refund Anna 3. Alright, so these are the function. This is a function description. You can take some time to read it, but sometimes the description might even make it a bit complicated. So let me explain this function to you, and then we go ahead to whiteboard it and then solve it. So now we have a bill. We have a bill which is made up of items. So let's call it ARR, or let me just call it bill. So we have bill. It's made up of a list of items they ate in the restaurant or wherever they are. 2, 4. So the convention or the intuition or the assumption is that when they eat all these things, then when they get the total amount, they now split it. For instance, when you have this total amount gives us 2 plus 4, 8 plus 6, 8 plus 6, 14, 14 plus 3, that is total here is equal to 17. And that means that Anna will pay 17 over 2, which gives us 8.5. However, if Anna refuses to eat something, for instance, Anna did not eat item at index 1. Item at I is equal to 1 at this point. So it means that Anna will now have to pay this amount. The total will be total of the items they ate together will be 2 plus 4 plus 6. So she did not eat 4, so it's going to be 2 plus 6 plus 3. 2 plus 6 plus 3, which is going to give us 11. So that means that Anna is going to pay 11 over 2, which is 5.5. And at this point, if Brian calculated 8.5, then the refund is going to be 8.5 minus 5.5, which is going to give us 3. Let's now do the algorithm so that you can understand exactly what is happening. Or instead of writing continuously in the whiteboard, let me just go and let's write the code. And as I'm writing it, I'm explaining it to you. I'm going to be using the concept of list comprehension in Python to simplify the code. So let's start. So the first thing we want to do, we want to know which item that Anna did not eat. So let's say Anna did not eat this item, for instance. Just give a second. So let's start by taking the length, the number of items they ate. So let's say n is equal to length of. So there is the number of items they took. So if we have to iterate, we have to iterate through this number of items. Now we have we have to calculate the sum of all the items in the bill, excluding the item that was not eaten by Anna. So the item that is not eaten by Anna is the item at this index where let me just write it, where I is equal to k. So when we are iterating from I to n, where I is equal to k, because this is the item that Anna did not eat, then we are not going to include it. As I told you before, I'm going to use list comprehension. If you want to understand list comprehension easily, look at the the link showing in the screen above in this video, and you can just click on it and now understand the basics of list comprehension. So the items that ANA 8 is going to be a list of items bill I. Okay, so bill I for I in range N. Okay, all right, so let's see. We've not finished writing, so this is basics of list comprehension. ANA items, the items at ANA 8 is bills I for I in range N, right? Okay, so this is the list comprehension. We are taking the items as index from 0 to range N. So this is going to give us all the items in the array. But we are now going to exclude the items where I is equal to k. So I'm going to say this is going to be if I is not equal to k, right? So at this point we now have the items that ANA consumed, which does not include the item at index k. So the next thing I would like to do here now is to calculate the total amount of the total amount of these items, because when you do list comprehension, it's going to return a list for you. So I'm going to calculate the total bill for ANA. So ANA bill, let's call it ANA bill, is equal to the sum of the items in ANA items like this. So this is the bill that ANA is supposed to pay. However, if Brian have calculated B and ANA have paid this cost here, B, which is given as a parameter, then there will be a refund. So now we are going to check if the bill that ANA paid is above or is equal, the bill that ANA paid, which is this one, is equal to this one. And if it's equal, bon appetit, that's what we are going to print out. Else, we are now going to calculate the difference and then print it out. So I'm going to say if ANA bill is equal to B, then we print bon appetit. Else we print, now we are going to print the difference, and we are going to print it out as a string. So we are going to convert to string. So the difference is going to be B minus ANA bill. So I'm going to say B minus ANA bill. So this is what we are going to print if there's a difference. Okay, now let me just explain something for you. So if you have this sum ANA items, or we have the sum ANA items, we are going to divide by 2, because this sum is sum of everything. Remember, they have to split it by 2. Now, since we are going to print out an integer, so we are going to do a floor division like this by 2. So we're going to do a floor division instead of a normal division. So at this point, I think we are all done. I'm going to run this code and let's see what we have. So it passes the 2 test cases. I'm going to submit and let's see if it passes all the test cases. And so as you can see, all the test cases passed successfully, and I think we've done quite well. So I'm going to be stopping here. I'd like to thank you for viewing. Remember to subscribe to my channel if this has been informative for you. We'll see you in the next challenge. I remain Kindson the Tech Pro, and I'm always there for you.